Okay, so yeah, from the beginning, Althea just really was not open to the process. She had a wall up. You could tell that she really wasn't there to expose herself, which is like, if you're going to Iyanla, you have to be prepared to expose yourself. Iyanla's going to dig deep into things that you really uncomfortable about talking. I mean, that is her specialty. Her specialty is talking about the uncomfortable things that you don't want to talk about, because it digs deep into why you're the way you are, why you repeat a lot of patterns, why you repeat a lot of habits. So Iyanla really makes you, she puts that mirror up to you. And sometimes her ways are a little harsh, you know. Sometimes she's a little condescending in her tone and her remarks. But all in all, she does usually get results. She does usually at least put it there for you to say, I want to deal with this and be a better person, or that's too ugly, I just can't, it's too painful, whatever the reason. So TT was not there to really be in the process. It seemed like it was more publicity stuff for her. She just wanted to be associated with being back on TV. So Iyanla producers, you know, they are like Matlock, okay? Iyanla producers, they will go and find evidence. So they found Instagram post or Facebook post that TT had put up there showing that she was specifically told not to film while they're in pre-production or while they're in production. And she did anyway. She posted, and so Iyanla really felt like, okay, you're not really open to healing. You just want people to know that you're back on TV again, that you found another way in, because that's what this entertainment business is all about. You may come in one way, but it's all about reinventing yourself and staying relevant, which is challenging sometimes, because you may have to do something you really don't want to do just to stay relevant. So that was TT's way. It backfired on her. Iyanla wasn't here for it. So she called her out, and um, Althea didn't show up the next day. So, which I guess Iyanla really wasn't surprised, because she really didn't feel like she was there for the right reasons anyway. Now, moving on to Kristana, or Duchess as we know her. Duchess was very open to the process from the beginning. She agreed a lot with what Iyanla was saying. She revealed, it seemed like she had really done a deep analysis of herself prior to coming to the show. She was really prepared. Like, nothing Iyanla said really surprised her or really dug deep. It was things that she really just needed that confirmation, see, like that motherly love and touch to say, yeah, baby, you was messed up and you really need to get your life together. And so it was like, okay, you know, it was like that love. You know, we all need to feel that love while we're going through the process of changing, because when you make yourself vulnerable, the last thing you want people to do is continue to throw rocks at you. You know, you're already making yourself vulnerable, so you do want to be like in this little bubble, so where you can feel loved through the changing. And it seemed like that's what Iyanla provided for Duchess, because she said the fame had isolated her from her family. I'm supposing from her real friends. You know, she had these TV friends and friends that she could go hang out with and stuff, but they weren't really there for her total mental and emotional growth, development, and maturation. So Duchess was here for the process. Duchess got her life. Duchess' life was fixed, it seems. So moving on to Minion, like I said, I really didn't know her. I really didn't know what Minion was doing on the show anyway, because yeah, she got into a fight with her sister, but it seemed like something that could have been handled offline. It didn't seem like her problem was so deep. Like, she couldn't have had a kumbaya moment and just go to her sister, be the bigger person, say, look, I was dead wrong. Like, these producers, I don't even know if they pay you, first of all, for Bridezilla. So let's start with that. Whether they paid her or she just went up there, like she said, for her 15 minutes of fame. The producers encouraged her while they were working out to throw water on her sister. Now, she was only supposed to like give the water or something, but the producers told her to throw water. So I'm curious, did the producers tell the sister not to retaliate, not to respond? Like, what did they tell the sister? Because to me it seemed like it would have been something easy to resolve. Like why the fuck is you throwing water on me? Stop. The hell you doing? I mean, that's all the sister had to say, and then it could have been resolved real simple from there. They could have, just ended it that way. um they could have ended it that way in just some type of conversation, but I don't know. So anyway, them fools got to fighting on TV, and Minion said it even affected her later on down the road because she applied for a job, and the hiring manager was like, I want to hire you, but I'm afraid if we tell you something that you don't want to hear, are you gonna fight all of us in the office? So it did create a bad reputation for her, and now people, it's preventing her from getting future jobs. She never said if she got hired at that place or not. I'm assuming she didn't, just by the story, the way she told the story. But all in all, one thing I really did get from Iyanla, because anytime I watch Iyanla, I always get something from it, because I think Iyanla deals with everyday stuff that we all go through, and we don't have that person in our life to help us through it, or we don't want to deal with it. And so one thing I got from Iyanla was that the exercise where she made them take their makeup off, I thought it was very powerful, because we do put a lot into our physical, we put a lot of value and self-worth into how we look. As you can see, I don't have any makeup on. I have all my blemishes. Yes, they are popping, and I got my little 41-year-old chin hairs too, just like Iyanla said. It happens. But I mean, hey, we're not perfect. Nobody's born with perfect skin. You try to eat right, try to drink water, exercise, do the best that you can, and is what happens is happen. What happens happens. So anyway, but I like that she encouraged them to take off their makeup and not place so much value in what other people think about them, because people will play on your insecurities, and if you show your weakness, that's where they're going to attack you. So um, if you're not already belittled, or if you're not already, I don't know the right word I'm trying to say, but uh, you know, if you're not are vulnerable, or that's not the right word, but anyway, you know what I mean. If you're not already feeling bad about yourself toward that area, then people can't attack you in that. So that was a very, very powerful lesson for them to have learned. Also, she took them through an exercise of the four P's: product, price, packaging, and promotion. And that was very powerful too. So Iyanla's back, season 6. And Iyanla told y'all she done been called a witch, a devil, a this or that, and she don't care, because she knows she is sent by God to do this healing work. She is a Yoruba priestess, and she is here to give you life. She is a queen mother of the earth. So you have to know who you are, and you have to affirm who you are and whose you are, as my pastor used to say. I know who I am, and I know whose I am. So you can't let these people define who you are. You have to have your own identity and your own strength, and be defined by what you say you are and what God says you are, if that's what you believe in. But yes, I'm going to do my best to, I'm just getting into this vlogging game. I just thought it would be kind of fun to give my opinion, my feedback, my interpretation of different shows that I watch. To do it this way via social media, so I can interact with people and get their feedback. So I encourage you to comment, to give me your opinion. How did you feel about it? What did it do for you? What did you think about it? And try not to rip people, try not to tear people down. I mean, there are times when we do have to give that biased opinion and say, look, you was wrong for that. That's not right. That's not how we should handle things. But for the most part, just try to be objectional and just be honest into your opinion. So thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Have a good day. Bye-bye.